All right, well, good evening, everybody. Let's see, I think I'm muted here, am I not? Or am I not? I guess I'm not. I guess I'm only muted here in the house. Stand by while I wake myself up. Well, fine, I don't care about that. Come on. There we go. Okay, now I can hear me. All right, good evening, everybody. I know you could hear me, I just couldn't hear myself. And you know I'm clinically deaf pretty much. Hello, Deborah, how are you? Jay, how are you, buddy? Well, missing my buddy Tom tonight. He's down in Florida. I'm heading up by 75, passing all those cities by, through the cotton fields and Georgia's rolling hills. Soon I'll be up on the mountainside, back to where I used to hide from all those city lights and all those restless nights. I'm coming home, Carolina, sure do hope to find you just the way I left you in 2002. There's a memory I still share, I can still see her there in her faded jeans and her long blonde hair. I'm gonna find a way to finally be here to stay. I'll be back home in my hometown. I'm gonna find you now, I'm gonna search this town. I know the places where we used to go when we were running around in my hometown. My hometown. Coming home, Carolina, to my hometown. I headed down the river road to the place we used to go, where we used to catch our trout before the river washed it out. I tried to look around some more, I even looked in the country store where we used to buy our s'mores when we camped in the great outdoors. I'm coming home, Carolina, sure do hope to find you just the way I left you in 2002. There's a memory I still share, I can still see her there in her faded jeans and her long red hair. I'm gonna find a way to finally be here to stay. I'll be back home in my hometown. I'm gonna find you now, I'm gonna search this town. I know the places where we used to go when we were running round in my hometown. My hometown. I'm coming home, Carolina, to my hometown. I'm gonna find a way to finally be here to stay. I'll be back home in my hometown. Coming home, Carolina, to my hometown. Coming home, Carolina, to my hometown. Thank you for that, Jay. I like that song. That song was written by my good friend Doug Matern from Altamont Springs, Florida. All right, yeah, Tom is not here today. I'm all by myself. Got to drink all this extra wine. Been a beautiful time in the mountains these last few days. Hello, Uncle Pete, how are you? My number 4 daughter, Kara, is here with her 2 boys, my 2 grandsons, Monroe and Teddy, and my son-in-law, Jason. They came up in their motor home, towing their car behind them, and they are going to do a little camping on their way back to Florida. I think they're going over towards the Tallulah Gorge, which, if you have not been, is a beautiful place. But the weather's been nice. It's been quite cool in the evenings, and that's been welcome. But it was in the mid-80s today in the afternoon, and we had a little brief shower that kind of reminded us that Florida is not that far from us. Let's try this here. Said some folks don't, but that's okay. But they won't know which road to follow, 'cause an easy street, it might lead you astray. I'll take the dirt road, it's all I know. I've been walking it for years, it takes me where I need to go. It ain't easy, ain't supposed to be. So I'll take my time, and life won't pass me by, 'cause it's right here to find on the dirt road, on the dirt road. Well, I have lived life in the fast lane. Gotta watch your back and look both ways. When it's said and done, the time we have is borrowed. You gotta make real sure you're headed the right way. I'll take the dirt road, it's all I know. I've been walking it for years, it takes me where I need to go. It ain't easy, it ain't supposed to be. So I'll take my time, life won't pass me by, 'cause it's right here to find. I'll take the dirt road, it's all I know. I've been walking it for years, it takes me where I need to go. It ain't easy, it ain't supposed to be. I'll take my time, and life won't pass me by, 'cause it's right here to find on the dirt road, on the dirt road. Some old Sawyer Brown. All right. How's everything looking and sounding out there today? I need a little input, feedback. Here we go. Is anybody out there? There we go. Thank you, Deborah. Had a really nice weekend. It was over at Cowboys and Angels yesterday. No, Monday, if it's Sunday rather. Had a nice afternoon. They were predicting rain, and of course it didn't rain, and that always kind of makes the crowd sort of a surprise whether you get one or not, and it turned out we did. That was good. I was at Misty Mountain Hops on Saturday down in Blue Ridge, a beautiful little vinyl bar is what they call it, and the food is a killer there, and really nice folks. And then last Thursday I was over at the Blue Stage, which is a new venue over in Andrews, North Carolina, and it is a listening room. It's all set up with good sound, and there's a small bar in there, and I guess they're going to have some food trucks or some kind of food when they start really getting going. They're still doing a soft opening at this point, but had a nice crowd and had a good time, and I'm excited to see that. I hope that they are successful over there. Andrews has always been a tough town for everybody. Lots of people spent lots of money investing in lots of dreams that didn't come true in Andrews. So I wish them luck. Well, there's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on 4-lane, an hour more away. The whining of his wheels just makes it colder. But he's an hour more from riding on your press up in the sky. It is on the road, he's barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, and supper's on the stove, and the light in your eyes to keep him warm. It's good to be back home again. Sometimes it's so far, feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him, honey, how'd you spend your time? And what's the latest thing the neighbors say? Your mama called last Friday, the sunshine made her cry, and you felt the baby move just yesterday. It's good to be back home again. Sometimes it's so far, feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and it's good to be back home again. Oh, the time that I can lay this tired old body down, feel your fingers, they're soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home, like a fire softly burning, and supper on the stove, and the light in your eyes to keep me warm. It's good to be back home again. Sometimes it's so far, feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and it's good to be back home again. Oh, and it's good to be back home again. It's good to be home again. A little bit of John Denver. All right. And a little bit of wine, too. I'm going to have to check with Tom, Jay. We've been talking about getting a date together, and 15th might be just as good as any. Let me find out, and we'll see if we can nail that down. This song from Vern Gosdin. Haven't done any Vern in a long time. You ran crying to your bedroom. I ran off to the bar. Another piece of heaven shot to hell. Words we said in anger, they tore my world apart. I sat down feeling sorry for myself. Then this old man sat down beside me. He looked me in the eye. He said, son, I know what you're going through. You ought to get down on your knees and thank your lucky stars that you got someone to go home to. Well, you don't know about lonely, or how long nights can be, until you live with the story that's been living in me. And you don't know about sadness till you face life alone. You don't know about lonely until it's chiseled in stone. Then I ran back home to my wife. The words you came to, they came from that old man. Told me I had so much left to lose. And you don't know about lonely, or how long nights can be, until you've lived with the story that old man just told me. And you don't know about sadness until you face life alone. You don't know about lonely until it's chiseled in stone. You don't know about lonely until it's chiseled in stone. Some old Vern Gosdin. listening. Wow, it's been a while. Brother Joe, how are you, buddy? How are you? What's going on the staircase there?
Eddie told him you get to walk, that you can walk.
Sure.
Look, Teddy, you're on TV. Wave at the TV.
My grandson Teddy and my daughter Kara. Say hello, folks. Set 'em up, Joe. Oh, gosh. That's a funny song to do, Jay, without a band. Watch your step over there. A lot of wires on the floor. We're heavily wired. I feel like a little Jason Isbell next. For those of you that don't know, Jason has a little bit of a backstory. Jason had a really bad drinking problem. I mean, I don't know about any other drugs, but he had a band that worked with him for a long time, and I think if I have the story right, they threw him out of the band. And no one knows who that band is now, but they do know who Jason is. And he's cleaned himself up, but a lot of his songs talk about his past addictions and problems, and this is one of them, I guess. And for those of you that want to know, there's a line in here about Percy Priest breaking open. Percy Priest is a dam in Nashville. I looked it up. I do that with all these songs. If they talk about streets and towns, I'm on the map looking. You know, I want to see what all this is about. I want to make sure that it's real. Hard on the run, keeps his hand on the gun. He doesn't trust anyone. Well, I was so sure all I needed was more. I tried to shoot out the sun. In the days when we raged, we flew off the page. Such damage was done. But I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room. Till someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. Cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. I put your faith to the test. I tore off your dress in Richmond all high. But I sobered up, I swore off that stuff forever this time. In your lover's scheme, I thought it'd be me to help him get home. But home was a dream, something I'd never seen till you came along. So girl, hang your dress up to dry. We're leaving this room. Percy Priest breaks open wide and the river runs through. It carries this house on the rocks like a piece of driftwood. Oh, cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. So girl, chasing his bill. Hello there, John. How are you? Say hello to Uncle Joe, Kara.
Hi, Uncle Joe.
He heard you. How many people we got in the room? I can't see over there. What's the number? Left screen. The screen on the right. What does it say? 10, 11, 12? What do we got? 11. Kristen, how are you? And Tom, Chester, Pennsylvania, great. You know, I take a great interest in finding out where the songs came from and what they mean, and hopefully they have some sort of meaning for me too. I sort of think that I sing the songs that kind of tell my story. And where is Tom? Tom is in Florida, Brother Joe. Hello, Patty. How are you? Boy, it's been a while. When did I see Patty last? I think I saw Patty last at John something in John and Peters or something or other in New Hope, Pennsylvania, a few years back. Yes. All right. Well. Do a little bear music. I like the bears. You like bears? My grandson Teddy, he is a treat. Thank you, Patty. Some folks say there ain't no bears in Arkansas. Some folks never seen a bear at all. Some folks say that bears go around eating babies raw. Some folks got a bear across the hall. Some folks say that bears go around just smelling bad. And others say that bears is honey sweet. Some folks say this bear's the best I ever had. Some folks got a bear beneath their feet. Some folks drive the bears out of the wilderness. Some to see a bear would pay a fee. Well, me, I just bear up to my bewildered best. And some folks even see the bear in me. So find a bear and take him out to lunch with you. Even though your friends may stop and stare. Well, just remember that's a bear there in the bunch with you. And it just don't come no better than a bear. No, they just don't come no better than a bear. No, they just don't come no better than. They just don't come no better than. They just don't come no better than a bear. I love it. Like bears, Teddy? You don't like bears? Oh, okay. He doesn't like bears. Well, for those of you who are technically minded, what happened last week, the show was chugging along quite nicely, and I had a VPN that I had initiated that put me in between myself, my computer, and the rest of the internet. And it was working really good until that VPN disconnected. And that's when all the trouble started at the very end of the show. So in order to avoid that in the future, I have invested in purchasing a VPN. And so we'll see. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one. I know that you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you will hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. It seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. And freedom, oh, freedom, that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell your nighttime from your days. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences. Open the gate. It may be raining, oh, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Oh, yes. I can see the censors right now. Every time I do an Eagles tune, I get dinged by YouTube. Hello, Ron. How are you, buddy? Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Thank you much. It was good to see you and Tom the other day at the Epic Eatery. It's a cool little place in town here. I'm kind of glad that it's here. It affords me an opportunity to work without having to drive more than 15 minutes, which is kind of nice. All right. I would tell you where I'm going to be this week, but I don't know. So if you would get on my website, you might be able to find it. Thank you, Brother Joe. Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. You getting some feedback? Maybe.
I'm not listening. I hear it in the room.
Yeah, it might be my monitor. There's a lot that I don't hear. You just took up the guitar, Ron. Great. Don't let them get you all wrapped up in all sorts of technical things. Learn to play a little bit of stuff that makes you happy. And just take it from there. It's a song about me and Dawn. Two young kids in a diamond ring, a little white church south of Palestine, a baby bump and a pretty bouquet. Yeah, I went to work the very next day. When punching that clock and working that line, with double shifts and overtime. My hands are stiff and my back is sore. Yeah, we're getting by, but we're wanting more. So many dreams that I ain't showing, so many lives that I won't live. Yeah, the years they keep on holding, and I wish that I had so much more to give. Yeah, the times are tough, but we carry on in this trailer that we call home. Yeah, the times are hard, but we're getting along in this trailer that we call home. She got one on the hip and one on the way, grocery lists and bills to pay. Well, mama birthday and school at night. Lord, I tried so hard to get it right, but I got dreams, what can I say? Sometimes life gets in the way. We're getting by, but we're wanting more. Funny, there ain't no shame in being poor. So many dreams that I ain't showing, so many lives that I won't live. Yeah, the years they keep on rolling, and I wish that I had so much more to give. Yeah, the times are tough, but we carry on in this trailer that we call home. Yeah, the times are hard, but we're getting along in this trailer that we call home. In this trailer that we call home. In this trailer that we call home. We called one home for a while there, I guess. Actually, not too long. I wasn't in the trailer too long before I decided that I couldn't live in it, and I had to start taking it apart. But we raised 5 kids in that thing. It's still standing, too. Well, some of it. Some of it. What should we do next? God, it's 8 o'clock, or what happened to the time here? That went quick. Well, they tell me there's nothing worse than dead air, so I have to keep talking, yeah. What should we do? Let's do a little bit of Gordon Lightfoot. Haven't done any Gordon in a while. Just recently, yes, he just passed away. Actually, I'm going to do a different song of Gordon's. Let me see if I can find it here. Dawn and I were watching a documentary about Gordon, and Gordon was narrating a bunch of it, and apparently we'll get a train song and drifters in. We'll get those in. Let me do a little Gordon first. Apparently, Gordon had a big drug and alcohol problem, and his record label threatened him and said, either clean yourself up or we're going to drop you. And so he ended up heading out to Western Canada and found a little log cabin somewhere and sequestered himself in the mountains. And over the course of several months got himself clean and wrote a ton of songs. And this next song is, I don't know, I can picture him sitting in that cabin in this song, and it's, I hope you can too. The lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. The snow is softly falling. The air is still within the silence of my room. I hear your voice a-calling. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love upon this winter's night with you. The smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon this page the words of love that you sent me. If I could know within my heart that you were lonely too, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love upon this winter's night with you. Fire is dying, now my lamp is going dim. The shades of night are lifting. The morning light steals across my window pane, where webs of snow have been drifting. If I could know within my heart that you were lonely too, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love upon this winter's night with you, and once again to be with you. On this winter's night with you. I'm Gordon Lightfoot. A train song and some drifters. Okay, which first? Let's do the drifters first. All right. You know, this whole drifters thing started out kind of like as a goof at one point. Teddy boy, how you doing, buddy? Watch your step there, bud. Watch the wires. There, you're getting a snack, yeah. Get hungry listening to Papa, huh? But today we had pizzas for lunch. I made the dough yesterday, and we whipped out 3 pizzas this afternoon, a little cheese and a little pepperoni. Yesterday, my daughter Kara made some Chinese stir-fry with chicken and what kind of noodles were they? Lo mein noodles and all sorts of vegetables, and it was pretty good. I finished it off tonight. Spanish Harlem. Oh, red rose up in Spanish Harlem. It is a special one, it's never seen the sun. It only comes out when the moon is on the run and all the stars are shining. It's growing through the street, right up through the concrete, soft and sweet and gentle. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish Harlem, with eyes as black as coal that look down in my soul and start a fire there, and then I lose control. I have to beg your pardon. I'm gonna pick that rose and watch her as she grows in my garden. When this whole world starts getting you down and people are just too much for you to take, I climb way up to the top of the stairs and all my cares just drift out into space. At night the stars put on a show for free, and darling, you can share it all with me. I keep on telling you now, right smack dab in the middle of town, I found a paradise that's trouble-proof. And if this world starts getting you down, there's room enough for two up on the roof, up on the roof. Come on, honey, come on, baby, oh, let's go up on the roof. Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tower up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Up above you can hear the happy sounds of a carousel, and you can almost taste the hot dogs and french fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk, we were having some fun under the boardwalk. People walking above the boardwalk, we was falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Oh, you can dance, every dance with the guy that gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. And you can smile, every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Yeah, my darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun. Oh, laugh and sing, but while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Yeah, my darling, save the last dance for me. Hey, baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much. Oh, you can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. But if he asks, if you're all alone, can he take you home? Just tell him no. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Yeah, my darling, save the last dance for me. You know I want you to say that last dance for me. of the drifters. Takes you back to the good times. I know it does, Cliff. Well, good times ain't over for good, buddy. Say who? Teddy can sing. Oh, what do you want to sing, buddy? Well, come over here and do it. I didn't know I did this, but we're going to feature Teddy here on the next song. Come on, buddy. Right here. Ready? Come on. Okay. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, now sing your song.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Thank you, Papa.
Teddy Lee. Teddy Lee. Oh. Yeah, you don't get that on real TV. Oh, Ron says, great job, Teddy. See that? Hey, everybody's cheering for you. Everybody. From the day we arrive on this planet and blink and step into the sun, there's more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. Some say it or be eaten, and others say live and let live. Hey, but all agreed as they join the stampede, you should never take more than you give in the circle of life. Wheel of fortune, it's a leap of faith, it's a bind of hope to we find our place on that path of winding in the circle of life. Some of us fall by the wayside, some of us soar to the stars, and some learn to live with our troubles, and some learn to live with the scars. There's far too much to take in here, more to find than can ever be found. But that sun rolling high in that sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round, the circle of life. The wheel of fortune, it's a leap of faith, it's a bind of hope. We find in the circle of life. One of Elton John's best, I think. And no, he's not Tom's replacement. You know, the interesting thing about that song from The Lion King, if you listen to Disney's version and you listen to Elton John's version, they're two different versions. Very different, very different. Not bad, I guess, but different. I don't know. Okay, well, we got time for one more song, and I guess we're going to do knock, 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 because that's what everybody wants to hear. You want to knock, knock, Teddy? You knock, knock. Knock, knock. Can you sit over here? When I say knock, knock, you do that, all right? You ready? Sit behind me, man. There you go. Hello, Greg. Hey, Mama, take this badge over me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. There you go, buddy. I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. 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 Hey, Mama, put my guns down in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. There's a long dark cloud been hanging round, and I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking, knocking, 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 knocking on heaven's door. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. Teddy, say goodbye, everybody. My grandson, Teddy, back there. Jay Jenkins, good night, buddy. Good night, Greg, John, Cliff, everybody. Y'all be safe out there. Get out and listen to some local music this weekend. Be nice to your musicians out there. Tip them well. Remember, all music is local, or at least it started local. All those people that are making the big bucks now started out in a little bar somewhere, and somebody helped them along, and you could be that person. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, John. Thank you, Deborah. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all soon. Y'all be safe out there, and good night now.